Okay, my name is Steve Collins. I'm here to kind of demonstrate for you today the proper fitting for your body armor. The body armor comes pretty much with several pieces. It's very scalable, basically allowing it to fit what I would define as the smaller member on up to the larger member. When we start to get into a little bit of the larger size member, we'll use a different system. They're very similar in the way they're put together, but there is some slight differences in, with a little variance in it. Today, I'm gonna start with the what I define as the model that ranges from the smaller on up to probably about an XL system. These plates are basically a level 3 plate. They're actually, they have a manufacturer's rating of what's called a level 3 plus. It's only a manufacturer's rating, not a true NIJ rating. NIJ ratings are level 3 and 4 for plates. This one is in between. The advantage of this is you get a much lighter, stronger plate with going with this system. These plates weigh roughly about 3 pounds, 3.25 pounds a piece, which is way better than what they used to be back in the day. The system is designed with a plate worn in the front, a plate worn in the back, and then on the side you have basically what is 3A soft armor plate. They're not plates, it's soft armor. So this is basically typical of your typical law enforcement duty related vests that they wear every day, the 3A armor. And those will go in the side. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you here a little bit what to do. This is called the Condor plate carrier. Comes pretty standard. On the bottom, you'll notice on the bottom front, there's a piece that has a snap. My recommendation is, just if you can, don't use it. The reason being is a lot of people will pull from here. It's not a good idea. The reason is this Velcro, especially brand new, coming out of the box, pull it from a corner. What happens sometimes is guys will pull from here, and the Velcro, being so brand new, is stronger than actually the way these are manufactured. So pull from a corner down on the bottom, either the right or left side. As you can tell, brand new Velcro, pretty strong, and good to go. So you're gonna open it up, and you're gonna notice some additional straps. Undo those straps. On the plate carrier, you have a front and a rear pocket. You're gonna open up the front. If you look on the inside, you wanna get a good view in there. You can see that there's a little additional strap in there, and then this is also another Velcro strap. What you're gonna wanna do is, this plate fits, jogging around here. Let me install it and then we'll show it. You're gonna want it to fit into that strap area. The reason being is what that does is it won't allow it to wiggle and jiggle in there. If you note, now it's nice and secure. You see how you got that little strap right there? It's nice and secure from there now. You're gonna take that additional Velcro strap that was in there, this thing, you're gonna fold it over, and if you look, we're gonna meet it up together like that. What that's gonna do is, that keeps that locked in place. If you notice here, we got that extra room on the side. What that does is it keeps it locked in place and won't allow it to wiggle and jiggle back and forth. And then the back is cut a little differently, so there's no worries or concerns or any real issues with the strap other than just the Velcro one in there. You're gonna load that up, take the Velcro strap, lock it in, and then fold it back over. Okay. Now the side armor, your little side plates or side soft armor, open that up. You notice there's pockets on the side of what's called the cummerbund area here. You're gonna install those, and you can't go wrong. They make it dummy proof for you. It says this side towards the body. So you insert it there, lock it down. What's nice about these is at first they're stiff, It's got a flexible, bendable plastic plate in there so that it can curve to your body. So don't be afraid to bend it up. And you go to insert it. What that does is it keeps a stiffener in there, because after due time, what happens with body armor is it will kind of start to sag after wear. So the stiffeners stay in there and it will keep it throughout its life of the armor. So that being said, that's where we're at. That's the package. Obviously, throw some medic tags on there, front and back. And then we will install it on one of my operators here. So basically it comes over the head, inserts. What he's gonna do is, as you're installing it on yourself, you got the Velcro, the initial Velcro straps. Or I'm sorry, not Velcro, nylon strap that you can tighten and close here. My recommendation is use it. It helps a little to tighten up. It's not the end of the earth if you don't, but it just keeps it a little more secure in here. So, tighten it in, just like that. So just like any other nylon Velcro strap is all you're doing with that one. Now, when we come to the front, again, you're gonna pull up. So you're gonna use left or right hand, go ahead and pull up in a corner. You gotta hold the plate against your body. There you go. Lift up. Yep, keep going. All the way up. Pull. Told you, like brand new. Velcro is pain in the butt. So what you're gonna do is then the cummerbund comes around, goes right there. And then for him, comes around and goes right here. So when you're wearing a plate, the recommendation is don't wear it real loose. Because what's gonna happen is, especially if you're trying to move around, what's gonna happen is if you go to bend over, it's gonna sag, it's gonna pop you, it's gonna hit you in the chin when you go like that. If you're running, same thing. So a plate carrier should be a little bit snug on you, just kind of like this. Doesn't have to be super tight, but just snug enough that if you're running or whatever, it's not gonna bounce around. So the proper way to kind of wear this is you want it right above or right about even, maybe a finger or two below your soft point in your neck, right where the bone kind of starts to come in to your belly. Everyone is different in height, length, so they're not all gonna fit the exact same on everyone. But a good fit is designed to cover basically his vital organs, if you will, throughout here. And so this would be a good fit for someone his size. If adjustments need to be made, maybe it's got too much room in the shoulder, the best way to do is actually, we'll turn it here, we're gonna pop it off, use a buddy system on this, pop it off, and then from there, you can just kind of finagle the piece, tighten it up, go back in, and you can see that fits a little better. Now we'll turn, we'll do this one, same thing, pop it up, make the adjustment, pull it down. If you need to go even further, these pieces can come off, and then you can even adjust it further. You might have that on some of your smaller guys, you might have to do that. You might have to adjust that way, but most people, you probably won't have to make that adjustment. Same thing applies if you have to make a adjustment here. Let's say it doesn't fit them quite right around here. You need to make adjustment. That adjustment's gonna be done in the back here. So how that would be done is you can either utilize the buddy system or take it off the body all the way around. I come in, I do have to pop out one of the side armors. You're gonna wanna pop that out. You kind of slide this through. And if you notice, there's a retentioner back here. All you need to do, just like just like a shoestring on your boot or whatever. Just loosen it up, make the adjustments, and then that should give them each, an adjustment like that would give them about 2 or 3 extra inches of play. And then you just slide it right back through. Don't forget to insert your soft armor back in there. Back around, back up, and the adjustment is made. My recommendation is every time you have a shift over, you do this drill. It's like one of the first, you know, just like everything else. That's what all the other local agencies are doing with it. It's just a part of the everyday morning routine because the armor will fit everybody slightly different. So that way when they're given a bag and a go kit, it's there. Next, we'll move to the helmet here. Helmets are, I'm preaching to the choir for you guys, but pretty simple to use. Got some straps in the front and in the back to tighten and loosen it up. We went with a padding system. And then obviously a front and a back. No major deal here. Just comes in, comes around. If it's too loose, all he's got to do is come to the back or come to the front to tighten her up. Just as such. So I will tell you, and again, preaching to the choir, helmets, the pressure, after a while, you may want to pop it off and take a break every now and then. They are a pain in the butt. So that is the kit that is designed for what I would say from the small, medium on up to about an extra large. So, all right, we're gonna move on to the next larger kit. Oh, let's take that off. Here. So basically taking off, sorry about that. All you need to do is undo it. Easiest way to do it is just one side. Take off your helmet, that'll be easiest. Go ahead, take that off. And then throw it up over one shoulder. All right. The bags are designed to actually have the kit so that you can put it as an all-in-one. So nice and easy, roll it back in there, go like this. The bag opens up. Pop it open as such. You have your plate carrier. Throw it on in there. Then you can insert your helmet right in between the kit, just like that. And it secures nice and easy and evenly, so you guys can throw them in your truck, under your seat, or wherever else it is you're looking at putting it. That's kit number 1. Now we'll move on to the second larger kit. Again, very similar in system. There are some few different variances here. So the armor on the side is a little larger, and it inserts a little differently. Similar in the fact that you got 2 pull tabs underneath that Velcro here. You're gonna pull them up. This one is not quite as bad or quite as strong as that style. Velcro here. Velcro there. The way this one opens is a little different. On the inside, it opens here. False body armor insert. So what you do is you take the big plate here. If you notice, there's a pocket inside specifically for it, so you can't miss it. There's no mistake in any of it. You open that pocket up, insert a big plate in there. What I will tell you is, for the most part, once you insert these, there's pretty much no reason they need to come out, unless maybe you had some sort of a spill or whatever to redo it. Other than that, for the most part, once they're set, you don't have to worry too much about it. I will tell you, the big ones, you gotta get them nice and tight in there. There we go. There's that internal strap in there. Don't forget that. There we go. All right. This gets folded back up. Rodeo. Now we're going to go to the back. Same thing. Again, these are just a soft insert. They don't do anything. It's a foam. It's basically just designed to show that soft armor can go in it.
While you're doing that, as far as care goes, if someone spills some schmutz on this, what's a good cleaner to use?
Honestly, just a good soap and water, typical detergent or whatever you guys are using here.
If they get blood on them, can the plate carriers go in the wash?
They can go in the wash, that is correct. I haven't had any issues with any of that. If it becomes too much blood, my recommendation, just get rid of the carrier and buy a new carrier. The carriers themselves are fairly inexpensive. All the cost is really absorbed in the armor technology behind it. So I would tell you, if you get a little bit of blood on it, you'd probably be good just throwing it in the wash. If you get coated, just
get a new one.
Round can it, get a new one.
As far as the plates themselves, what are the things we need to know about maintaining them, keeping them in good shape?
Nothing for the most part.
Just keep them
in decent. Don't get into extreme weathers with them. So just like anything else, so the plates are made of a polyethylene, so essentially a plastics material, if you will. So keep them out of extreme sunlight as far as storage and stuff like that. And you can put them, obviously our conditions here in the winter, you'd be fine, but the extreme colds are another recommendation for staying out.
No risk of dropping them or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. I would say you'd be more than fine. No different than what we do in our squad cars and everything else. So mine stays in my squad 24/7. It's always in there, always have it. Okay, side armor on this one, again, it's going to be slightly different. The other one was a flap that folds over. This is more of, it fits into the interior of a pocket here. Just open it up, if you can see, slides right in, nice and easy in there. Same thing, this cummerbund pulls and moves, and just open it. And again, you know, it's kind of dummy proof this side towards the body, so there's no mistakes with it. Close it on up. And pretty much the same thing here. So I'm gonna throw it over his shoulders. Obviously, this one's a little bigger. Open up this, pull it on through. It's easiest to secure one side first, and then pull the other, and the flap goes down. If he needs to make adjustments, same principle here is he opens it up, undo one side. Now this one's wide enough you don't have to take the armor out of it. All he's got to do is pull it through. And as you can see, the straps are there, so we can adjust it and open it up if he were to need that extra room because it wasn't reaching him. And again, you want it nice and snug, not extremely tight so that you can't move in it, but tight enough that it's not going to bounce around on you. And then in the event that he needed shoulders, he can do the same thing up here with the shoulders. The shoulders are a little different, but not too much. Just a, you got to take this off. Let's turn it over so they can see a little better here. So it was on here. It hooks in. You can undo it. And just like the other, kind of make adjustments as needed. If it were too tight or too loose, you can make the adjustments there. That would have been too tight. You might not have liked that. So it would fit. Once it fits, you can reinsert the, it's kind of like an additional little padding on there. Some guys run with it, some guys don't. Depends upon. And then the helmet, same principle. Any questions at this point?
I got none. Anybody? Okay.